Hi guys. So I tried to film this video earlier and I was in a really horrible mood and it ended up that the video was going the wrong way. Hopefully I fixed it now. I'm in a little bit better of a mood, but honestly, with everything that's going on right now in Minneapolis and all over the country, it's just really difficult to find any joy in anything with the world so messed up. All I really have to say, well, there's a lot of things I want to say, but what I'm going to say here is the police brutality in this country has to stop. And I'm really hoping that this is a turning point for America because we need some freaking help, man. I don't really have much to say else besides that. My condolences to George Floyd's family, but I would also like to say my condolences to every other American's family who has been killed by the police, because it's not right. And although the violence of the protests I don't like, I do find it's necessary to get anybody to listen. I mean, this is the point that we're at, guys. This is where it's at. So, anyway, that being said, I'm going to get into my completed pages for the month of May. I colored out of, I think it's 10 books. And yeah, we'll just get started. So the tabs are already out of the books because, like I said, I tried to film this earlier. The cat was screaming. I just couldn't get out what I wanted to say about the whole George Floyd situation and the state of our country right now. And I really don't think I did a good job saying anything about it now. It's just hard for everyone. So I colored this picture on May 3rd. This is Bleeding Hearts. It's the state flower of Minnesota. And I colored this with Sharpies, Bic Intensities, and probably pen and gear permanent markers. That's probably most of what you'll see this month was colored with that. I also used the Crayola fine liners and the Crayola super tips, but not in these two pictures. This one was done May 12th. These are tulips. Like how those two turned out. And sorry, this is Stained Glass Coloring Book by Coloring Book Cafe. Then I colored one out of Floral Design by Jessica Mazurkowitz. I think it's towards the front. Yes, here it is. I colored these roses. And again, these were done with, there was some Ohuhu alcohol marker and then Sharpies and Bics for that one. I did quite a few out of the 50 Springtime Mandalas book this month. This was actually my first month coloring in this book. And I did the title page. This is by Camelia Angelkova. Sorry. Did the title page on May 3rd. I did the nameplate page on May 4th. I also did this page on May 4th. I really like the colors that I used for that one. I did this picture on May 5th. The eggs weren't supposed to be that dark blue, but that's how they ended up. Did this on May 7th. And I really like the pansies. Also did this one May 7th. And then this one I completed on May 30th. And I say, you know, May 7th, whatever, the date. But that's just the date that I actually finished the picture. This picture I started probably on May 8th or 9th. And then I had the background that I wanted to do in the Crayola twistable pencils. And I didn't get that done until May 30th. So that's why that's the date. And that was everything I did out of this book. Sometimes the pictures take me like you know, like a couple hours, and sometimes they take me days. Then I did this one out of the Jade Summer Grayscale Fairies coloring book. I'm not super pleased with how this one turned out. I completed this one May 5th, and as you can see, there's stickles on her wings and on the water. And then I used a white, this white paint marker pen to do some accents on the water and also the rose. And she's got stickles also on her tears. I don't know if you can see that. I like to do stickles on tears. Yeah, I think that the colors that I picked were just too dark for the grayscale. I think that's what happened. Not sure. But there's another copy of that picture, so I can always redo it. Then I colored a picture out of here. Misty from Misty NCC. I think that's her username. I always forget her username. On Instagram, she usually picks out a page for us to do a buddy color every month. And this month she chose this picture out of Wicked by Deborah Muller. This is an amazing book, and this is an amazing picture. So the one that she did was more kind of like a rainbow clown, and because I was so damn sad this month, I decided to do a sad clown, and I finished this one on May 11th. This was Ohuhu markers, and then also the Pen and Gear permanent markers, and then on her eyes, she's got some stickles. So, I like how she turned out. Then out of Horror and Nightmare Creatures by Color Questopia, I did two. The first one I did, I just wanted to color in the book. These are all Ohuhu markers, and I did not color in between the mosaic lines with anything. So there is a little bit of bleed through on some of them, but that doesn't really bother me. I completed that one May 16th. And then this one I did do with the gel pen method, where you color the lines in between the lines with gel pen. For the actual clown, I did silver metallic, and then for the background I did black glitter. The silver metallic definitely kind of pushed the alcohol away from the lines. The black glitter, you probably won't be able to see it because it is so glittery, but it did not push the ink away. So, I mean, it's black, so you can't really tell, but there is little portions where the red marker overlapped the gel pen. It doesn't bother me any. I think it looks really cool. I completed this one on May 28th. This one took like 4 or 5 days to finish because I had to do the clown gel pen, let it dry. Then I went back and did the marker. And then I did the black gel pen, let it dry. And then I went back and did the red background. So yeah, it took a few days just because I would color, let it dry, and then while I was letting it dry, I'd go and do something else or fall asleep or, you know, whatever. Then I colored one page out of the coloring book for adults, 100 Unique Amazing Patterns. This book is awesome. It's got really nice thick lines. And I did this one on May 19th. This one I was a little disappointed with because a couple of my markers started running out. They were Bics, my Bic intensities that started running out, which is kind of annoying. But I think it still turned out pretty. I like the colors that I used, very bright, summery. By the way, today's June 1st, and it is it's like 92 degrees outside here. I'm not sure what that is in Celsius, sorry. Then I colored a couple out of Doodle in Color Magical and Mystic Art by Sachin Sachdeva. I did the title page on May 20th, and I tried to make this like a fluorite crystal. And then I used that white paint pen to white out some of the like bottles. You can't really tell. I don't even know if that's how you do it. I don't even know if I'm doing it properly. But anyway, there's that. And then I did this one May 26th. Again, well, for this one I only whited out like those parts, but it doesn't work. I don't know. Whatever. Also tried to do that with the crystal ball up there. I'm learning. Then I did this one. This one has stickles on it also. This one was done May 30th. I accidentally wrote June, but it was still May. And then this was the first one I completed out of this book. This one was also done May 19th. And this one I really like. I like the keys and the locks. This one was done with some Crayola fine liners, but mostly Bics. And then what kind of month would it be without mystery colors? This month I was coloring out of pets. And I'd say almost halfway through the book. Yeah, almost. So this page was completed May 31st, but this is actually probably one of the first pages I started working on this month. This book I work on at work on my lunch breaks, but the brown that I had started running out, so then I had to bring the book home and finish up the brown with a different brown. So it took a little while. Then I did this alpaca, which is super cute, on May 10th. Love that. I did the goldfish on May 21st. This is one of those that I didn't like some of the colors that they chose. Like right here where this peachy color is, that was supposed to be number 6, which is a medium brown. But goldfish aren't brown. At least I didn't want mine to be brown. So I did this peachy, pinky color instead. Color by numbers are just guidelines. You don't have to do it exactly the way it says. Then I did this one on May 30th. I love this macaw. My best friend as a child, her dad owned 3 macaws. And they're just gorgeous birds. And this picture turned out really, really pretty. Reminds me of somewhere beachy and tropical where I'd rather be instead of Minnesota right now, but that's all right. And then I started on this mouse, but I haven't finished. So that was a Mystery Color Pets. And then final book for the month is the Money book. I colored 3 out of this one. This is the color by number version. So I colored the turtles, which I think turned out really cool. That one was May 13th. I colored the rats on May 18th. This one I used Crayola Super Tips for the roof, for this pink. And I don't like the way it turned out. I don't know if you guys can see this, but there's a lot of white space left. So I don't think I'll be using Crayola Super Tips in this book anymore, unless they're super juicy. And then this was the last one that I colored out of this book on May 26th. This is the Money Frog, and I think he's just really cool. It looks like he's got like flames going on, you know? Yeah, cool book by the Belva family. So that was everything that I colored this month. It doesn't seem like that much, but I was really busy, and I also I took a vacation during this month and with my mom, and I mean, we couldn't go anywhere because of the whole coronavirus, but we did paint my kitchen, and that looks really nice. That took 2 days, and then I ended up spending the rest of my time off at my mom's house, and I didn't bring any books, so it is what it is. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you in my next video, and I hope you guys are staying safe from the ridiculous police brutality that's going on in this country right now. And, well, it's not just right now. the police have always been brutal in this country, and it's time to put a stop to it. But anyway, thanks for watching. Stay safe. Love you guys. Bye.